Joining me today is Angela Marie McDougall from the Battered Women's Support Services. Angela, thanks for joining us today. What can you tell us about what happened in court yesterday with Curtis Wayne Sagmoen?
Well, we saw a lot of back and forth with the Crown Prosecutor and the defense attorney. They were clearly making a deal. And what we found out was that they did actually come up with a deal, and that was that he would plead guilty to a lesser charge. He had been charged with assault, aggravated assault, which is an indictable offense, and he pled guilty to simple assault, which is a summary offense. And he then he pled guilty. Then he was sentenced to 30 days, which was basically time served. As well as 24 months probation. So this was he pled to a far lesser crime under the criminal code and time served. However, he still stays in custody because there are several other violent offenses for which he's been charged.
Do you feel that this was somewhat of a slap on the wrist because of somebody that's shown so much violence against women?
Yeah, it makes us wonder certainly about the limitations of the Canadian legal system, to what extent it can or cannot actually address violent crime against women, and particularly women that are deemed vulnerable, and women such as sex workers, which seems to be who he's doing violence toward. And so it's very concerning, certainly, that the Crown Prosecutor was content to make this plea deal. I think it tells us very clearly that they are not caring about women's safety in the broad sense and not wanting to use the legal system in that way.
Absolutely. And he has his next court appearance on February the 11th?
He does, and we're going to be there. He have a court appearance in Vernon, British Columbia, and we're going to be there because we want to continue showing the criminal system and Curtis Sagmoen that we're not done. He's charged with not only 2 more assaults on another sex worker, and that he'll do his first appearance on that on February 11th. And then there's actually another series of charges and yet another sex worker, and those dates will be upcoming as well.
Thanks for your time today. Back to you in studio.